Hey everybody, it's Jed. Every once in a while when I do the morning show, I have to take some time off to do a little work on the business and on the technical side, maybe even some marketing and that kind of thing. So, in let's see, actually more than a couple months in 2025, I took off, and then finally I came back, and here it is from it's Veterans Day, actually November 11th of 2025 when I returned. That's it. Go to Taco Real. Why not? You know what I forgot? I forgot a perfect coffee I made at home. All right. And I forgot it in my, because you got to play like copyright free music. And I'm like, is that real? Am I going to be able to do a show? So when Adriana gets here, I'll go live on YouTube, okay? But I turned it off because you got to hear Tom Petty, right? Isn't that what has to happen? Either that or every. Now, here's my question to a couple of you that are listening that have my cell phone number. How does my mic sound? Okay? Sam Michael seems to think that the other brand of wireless mic did not work, so I bought a new one. I think the other one was Rode wireless mic, if you must know. And then this is a Synco. And I don't know if it sounds any better or worse or whatever. I know I can't get it off of mono, if that makes any difference. But just text me, say, hey, Jed, it sounds okay or whatever. I got locals on the mine now that the Carpenter's all $5.99, local $5.99. That would be like one of the things you could count on that, you know, was there when your great-grandparents, great-great-great-grandparents were alive. And then you probably thought, well, local $5.99 will be there when your great-great-great-grandson is alive. So it's no longer here, and I don't know what to do. I've been feeling like my right arm just wants to go like this, but it's my left arm because I'm dyslexic, and it just goes in circles, but you can't see because I'm not on YouTube. Hold there for a second, and I will play just one round of spots, and then I will come back, and then we will do this. I'll go like this. I'll go, and then you go, and there you go. And then we've had a conversation, right? But until then, we have to do this. 30 WJOB 104.7 FM, the voice and face of the region. I'm Jim Dedelow, host of JED in the region. If you're turning it on and you're like, hey man, how come it's not on YouTube? Because I turned it off. I'm like, I can't do a radio show without Tom Petty. It's like throwing water on the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting. Hey. In terms of weather, what a snowstorm yesterday. I went up to the city for 2 days to celebrate my wife's birthday, and then I got up early like I always do, and I walked along the lake yesterday and did a little Facebook Live. I haven't done one of those in years. Took me 2 tries, and I don't know. 4,000 of you have watched that silly little video, and I guess I could play it in a little bit, but you wouldn't be able to see me. You'd just be able to hear me going on right there by the Drake Hotel and right there by the Gold Coast. I mean, if you're going to go up and take your wife up for a birthday, it might as well be a decent hotel. So anyways, I walked out and it was freezing. All right, now, what are you guys doing? What is happening in your neck of the woods? So here's what I'm going to do. For each phone call, I'm going to try to figure out what it is you want to talk about. Okay. All right. I'm just going to hit next, and it's going to go to the first phone call. And the very first person is going to want to know, have I ever really done anything about having runner's toe? Have I ever done anything about the fungus on my right big toe that I have had for 25 years that I can't get rid of? And it causes great consternation when my foot grazes against my wife's leg in the middle of the night and she hops out of bed because that monster toe has somehow graced her presence. It also has caused certain guys of a certain age to have a little bit of a retch factor when I walk up to the first tee and I've got open toe sandals on to go play golf. It also means that no one will ever wear your socks and steal your socks. So you have all those. Let's see if that's what this person wants. Hey, you're on the air. How are you?
Hey, I got the best thing for that, man. Go see Dr. Forey. He took care of mine. That's just inner fungus in your body. You'll be all right. Those little toenails, that's how we call those.
You know what? If anybody would know what I'm talking about, it is Mr. Runner himself, Steve Stanek, calling in from Arizona just to rub in the fact that he's going to have sunshine and 75 degrees today.
Yeah, I hate to burst your bubble. It's more like 87, but it's okay.
How you been, man?
You know, I was on the golf course yesterday, and I couldn't believe I was golfing with Greg Duncanson, my brother-in-law, another retired Hammond fireman who happens to live a few blocks away from me. He goes, dude, look at this in Northwest Indiana. I go, what? You know what? When you're away from there, you kind of forget how quick the weather gets bad there. We're in shorts. You know, it's unbelievable how fast times can change. Although we got a cold front coming, but our cold front is only going to be 60 degrees, and that'll last for about a week.
You know, Steve, you'll understand the beauty of this. My wife's like, you're crazy. So, yesterday it was blizzard conditions. It was 32-mile-an-hour winds coming off the lake. It was snowing, and it had stopped snowing, so you could see the sunrise coming up a little bit. So I bundled up in a hotel. We were up there spending a couple days for her birthday. And then I walked, I don't know, probably an hour and a half along the lake, 45 one and 45 the other way. And with the lake churning and just angry and all of these massive waves, but a really beautiful sunset over it, and then fresh powder everywhere, so you have to watch where you're going. It was like almost like a religious experience. It was so beautiful, so Midwest, and so real. And I did a little Facebook. Go to my Facebook and look at it. You would understand that because I've seen you running when it was below zero. So you deserve what you're getting now, running when it's 75 degrees and sunny in those little silk shorts you wear that shows just a little bit too much of your buttocks in the back. But you deserve all of that.
Well, I got to tell you, Judge, you're right. You know what? There's one thing that I do love is that first snowfall. Being the first one out in the morning, just that soft powder, it looks so beautiful for about 4 days. Then it gets icy and black, and then you're like salty, and you're like, oh, the only salt I want to see right now is on the rim of a margarita glass.
You know, I sat in a bar in Chicago at the 7th floor of the water tower place to watch the Bears game. And it was dad after dad whose kid was shopping. So I'm talking to this guy, and he lives in Phoenix. He's a police officer, but he grew up in like Glen Ellen or something like that. And I'm like, oh, well, what'd you move out there for? He goes, directly one reason. He goes, the weather. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you exactly what he said. He goes, I'm Mexican. I'm not built for the cold weather. I had to go where it was warm, and that's where I'm going. And it's right about now that people realize maybe they should have questioned that choice they made in their 20s to come back from Florida or Arizona.
You know what? You're right, Jed. One thing that it's all of a sudden, it was like this weekend is like, for us, it's like, oh, it's like summertime now, a mild summer. Now we can go out. I've been sitting in my backyard watching TV. If you see my Facebook pictures, and my dog and my wife, and it's just, life is so great. And you know what? I am just so thankful for the choices that I made when I made them. And, you know, so just like you, there's been times when it wasn't the most easiest, but you know what? You got to decide what you want to do, stick to a plan, have a goal, and every goal is attainable. But you know, you have to want it bad enough. And I wanted to get out of that cold weather. After running in cold weather, being a firefighter in cold weather, I said, you know what? The coldest section I ever want to see is Fry's food section. That's it.
You know what? I'm going to call a little BS on this. All right, because I had to realize, like, I had a buddy come in from California, and he hadn't seen me in a while, and I took him all around, and he spent a while, and finally he looks at me, and he goes, "God, when we were in college together, I would have never thought that you would have set up a life like this." And I go, "Well, what do you mean?" He goes, "Well, I mean, it's a nice life, and it's kind of thought out, and there's a lot of love around you and a whole community, and you were just a goofball." And so I'm gonna call BS on you because you're sitting there saying, "Oh, well, it's nice to think your life out and plan it out," when really, because I know your wife, you just got lucky, and had somebody that's there to keep you in line and make you a sane person, because you haven't always been a sane person. I'll be honest with you.
And I'm still not. You should see me when I'm at the hospital. Everybody goes, my wife's favorite line is, and your wife probably has one for you, and incidentally, happy birthday to her from me to her. My wife always looks at me. Here's the saying I get: "What's wrong with you?" Quite a bit.
Hey, you know who's on today? Mr. Calumet Painting himself. And you know what he wants to do? He wants me and him and our wives, our other halves, to go out and see and stay with you guys. And I'm like,
yes.
I'm like, listen, remember the last time we got together? Both of our wives were like angry at us for like a week because we were so stupid and did so many dumb things and said so many stupid things. I go, if Suarez is there, I can't imagine that could go any better. So no, I'm not doing that.
We would say that we'll have him lick the mug like we did with
don't even bring that up. I'm embarrassed by that.
Jed, it's so good talking to you, man. My door is always open, and you know what? You got a great life, and I tell you what, if I was back there, I'd be sitting next to you right now on that radio, because I truly I love calling you. I love you. You're a great guy. You got a great family, a great wife, and you know what? I have so much fun when I get a chance to sit there on the radio with you, and we just come up with some of the goofiest, crazy, unplanned things that are nothing but fun.
All right, man. Good to see you. Thanks for calling in and just rubbing it in that there are parts of the world where it's really nice out right now, because it ain't nice out here. All right, man. Thanks a lot, Steve Stanek. All right.
Take care, Jim.
Talk to you. All right. Hey, everybody. That was me, Jim Dedelow, JED, from November 11th of 2025. I hope you liked the monster toe reference. I did.